Christian St. Pierre, first one to check in. You fucking whore. I swear to God, I want my money back for this fucking mountain. So you guys probably have lots of questions about this weekend. You're thinking, what the fuck happened to Jay this weekend? He posts this bizarre apology, almost like he was at gunpoint, and then posts a picture of this fucking meth head covered in tattoos that looks like it could be Brad's little brother. Actually, so, where do we begin? I've never driven a 13-speed. I've driven a 10-speed manual transmission, but that's the most. How many steel reserves deep are we? I actually have not had a sip out of my blue cup yet. How much meth did you smoke? I didn't smoke any meth. I'll tell you, I was drinking beer, and I did that apology. And I know you guys are probably wondering why I did that apology. So let's just clear that up right off the bat. I did that live stream where I talked about somebody's kid not being able to field fucking ground balls, and he should be working on the kid's infielding skills instead of hanging out with his fucking loser brother wearing a fucking Allen Iverson jersey or whatever the fuck that clown was wearing. So anyway, I didn't think that was that big of a deal, poking fun at a kid's baseball skills. So his father calls me up, completely out of his fucking mind, accusing me of all sorts of shit. I mean, the guy has literally lost his mind, because I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. So, I go about my business the rest of the night. I wind up going to the bar that night, had a good time. Anyway, I wake up the next morning and I'm like, I wonder what the fuck he was talking about. So I start looking through my live and asking people questions like, what the fuck did I say to make this dude completely lose his fucking cool and fucking act like a fucking idiot? And the only thing I could find was the shit about fielding a ground ball. So I figured, you know what? If bringing up baseball made that guy act like a complete jackass, you know what? I guess I owe him an apology. So fuck it. It is what it is. If that baseball comment made that dude completely flip out that bad, fuck. Whoa. So anyway, It is what it is. I just want the guy to fucking go away and be quiet. And if I have to fucking make an apology to make that happen, I'll fucking do it. I don't give a fuck. So and plus, I had called and left him a voicemail that morning, but he denied ever getting it. So that's when I came up with the grandioso plan. You know what? The guy wants to lie. Now he's getting his apology fucking on the internet. So there you go, buddy. There's your apology. Now everybody knows about it. Now everybody knows how you flipped the fuck out over fucking baseball. That shows how fucking unstable the guy is. But he's connected with Gotti, so be careful. So anyway, moving on. So I make that fucking apology, and I'm headed out. I'm gonna go to this Mexican restaurant and get a couple margaritas after drinking beer. And there's these guys up on the balcony in the rooms above mine. I was on the ground floor. These guys were on the second floor. What are the comments? And there are these guys up on the second floor smoking. So I walk up there, and that's where that fucking meth head was. Actually, I don't even know if he was a meth head. He was just drinking hard liquor. And he had a little buddy with him. And his buddy had smokes, so I bummed the smoke off the guy. And when that tattooed fucking meth head started talking, I knew I had to fucking film him. So to show you guys the fucking weirdos and freaks you meet traveling across America. So anyway, this lunatic said he had a beer. So he gives me a beer. We go inside to get the beer. And I'm like, hey, do you mind if I film you? He's like, yeah. And that's when he started talking about, yeah, make it go viral, man. Viral. I mean, Jesus Christ. So I fucking filmed the guy. And, dude, he was saying a lot more crazy shit. He really kind of got nervous, I think, filming. If I could have got him without him knowing, you guys would have really seen how insane this guy was. And off camera, he admitted to me that he's, I don't know if he was joking or if he was serious, but he did tell me that he's, what's that mental illness where you have, he told me he's schizophrenic. So, I don't know. If he was on his medicine, I don't think he would be acting like that. But if he was off his meds, I don't think he would go admitting that he's schizophrenic. Because when schizos go off their meds, that they think they're normal and they're healed. So it doesn't make sense. His behavior tells me he was not on schizophrenic drugs. But the fact that he admitted he was schizophrenic is weird. Usually only a medicated person would admit they have mental illness. See, schizos usually, the side effects from fucking antipsychotic drugs are so horrible that schizos want to take themselves off their own meds because they think they're healed. You know, their delusions get to them that they're healed. And so when they start to go crazy, once the medicine starts to wear off after a little while, the last thing they're going to do, I think, is admit they're schizophrenic. So I don't know what that dude's story is. Anyway. No, I didn't invite that guy into my hotel room, you jackass. I was in his hotel room. And I left fucking as soon as I got done filming that shit. That dude was seriously disturbed. So anyway. I did pressing on Saturday, and I did, I told you guys about my bench workout Saturday, didn't I? I did a dynamic effort. The cuppeth. I really exaggerated the Applebee's incident. Technically, the cop did not draw his gun on me, but he was in plain clothes, and he had his gun behind his hip, and he fucking pulled his shirt up like this to show me that he had a gun. So he technically didn't pull his gun on me, but he did. Technically, that is brandishing your weapon. If you expose a concealed weapon, that's called brandishing your weapon. No, he didn't pull it out. No, he didn't aim it at me. So I did elaborate a little bit, but I had to make the story sound better than it was. So, anyway. I'm not even gonna read comments with that. You guys want to talk about baseball? You guys go on his live stream. That guy is unstable. The fact that baseball comment would make him completely unglued. That isn't normal, man. Even Brad said that shit was funny. It was funny. Getting a little flustered and eating crow, unfortunately. Are you talking about me or him? I don't know. You're unstable serial killer. I'm an undocumented serial killer. So anyway. Jay, are you in the golden dawn? No, I'm getting a golden shower. Yeah. I really don't want to talk about him because if I talk about him, what it does is it draws viewers like you guys to his next live stream, and then you'll tell him what I said, and that gets him fucking views on his live stream. So I just want his channel to go back to being dead like it was before. I don't want the only he was getting three people on his live stream before. Now because of me he gets 17. So I'm sick of adding to it. He's using the Big Rob tactics on me. I gotta not fall for it. Applebee's waitresses' tacos are good. I don't know what that means, but I like any taco. Do you have any plans to lose some weight and improve your health? Yeah, I do. Ugh. I'm too fucking fat to even fucking lay in bed without my CPAP on. It sucks. Or JJ, are you and Brad on good terms? Yeah. Me, Brad, Andrew, and Lenny are thick as thieves, brah. I'm not feuding with anybody right now. Me and Dale are buddy-buddy. I think I cleared the air about how I feel about Nate a couple of live streams ago. So I don't really want to talk about Nate and his girlfriend anymore. I think I've said enough. That clown that lives in Sweden, we don't need to talk about him anymore. What we need is a new target. Or we could just go back after Mark Loveliner. That's always fun. Who is the biggest attention moron, Adam or Big Rob? I don't know. But they have similar traits, very similar tactics, very similar delusions. Ever receive a rusty trombone? No, but it's early. I'm always up for one later. Order 66 Joe Biden. That's awesome. I wonder, we would have to involve Genova because we would have to get all the piss troopers involved. If we could fucking order 66, the fucking Democratic National Committee website, and try and get that fucker to crash on the night of Joe Biden's inauguration, which I think is Thursday, that would be good. Only Genova has the power. Yeah, I don't have the numbers like that clown has. If we could get like 10,000, I don't know what you would need. Like, I'm not headed. I don't have any plans to go to Delray anytime soon. Kamala Harris is or Kamala. God, don't mispronounce her first name like fucking Tucker Carlson did. He got accused of being a racist because he called that dumb bitch Kamala. Dude, look at the way the shit is spelled. It looks like Kamala. Who would pronounce that Kamala? That doesn't look like Kamala to me. If it was Kamala, wouldn't it start with a C, not a K? With a K, it's Kamala. Fuck. But anyway, Kamala Harris, she's not even black. She had an Indian parent, like not the not that kind, but the kind with the dot on the head, Hindu kind. She had an Indian parent, and she had a half white, half black parent, half Jamaican. So she is 25% Jamaican. She's not even African American. She's Jamaican. Jamaicans aren't part of the struggle, bro. Oh. Yeah, she's a 25%. She's got more Asian blood in her than anything else. She is not a real black. I don't know what you consider a real black. She's 25%. It is what it is. Just like I'm 25% Finland, 25% Norwegian, 25% Irish, 25% Maltese, which is basically Sicilian blood, which is basically PM blood. Not feather Indian, but dot Indian, correct. So fuck her. I don't know who the fuck she is. Kamala. You don't spell Kamala with a fucking K. It would be with a C. You spell it with a K, it's Kamala. I don't know, at least the way I learned how to fucking read and write. I don't drink malt liquor. I'm drinking coffee right now. This is a coffee mug. Actually, this is a soda mug. The coffee mugs are red for refills. The soda mugs for refills are blue. So I could be drinking an ice cold Dr. Pepper right now. McCuck said he can out-squat you. Now that's funny, because we both had devastating leg injuries. I think McCuck's was when he was about 16. Mine was, going on 2 years now? 18 months? I wonder if McCuck can out-squat me. I don't know. That would actually be an interesting challenge. The Big J Masters... that's funny. Two guys with horrible injuries trying to out-squat each other. Talk about pathetic. Are you going to build your squat and deadlift back up slightly? Dude, over a few weeks ago, I don't know if you saw the video, at Bradford Manor, I deadlifted 405 for 10. Dude, with my knees, at my age, I'm happy with 405 for 10. Most men my age can't even do 405 for 10, let alone, coming off major knee surgery on both knees. No, I don't ever plan on deadlifting more than 405 ever again. I would like to build up my reps with 405. My all-time PR, by the way, fuck your PR, deadlifting 405 is 15 reps. And that was over 10 years ago, well before my surgeries. So maybe if I deadlifted a little bit, worked on my cardio so that I could do a set of 15, that would be cool. If I could add 5 reps to my deadlift with 405, that would be cool. That's about my only goal with the deadlift. It's just getting more reps with 405. I don't need more weight. Like Kim Haynes says, I'm an ego lifter. I don't need to be doing any more ego lifting. Now, as for my squat, I really don't care about how much weight I can squat. My goal with the squat is to not need the box anymore and not do box squats. I just haven't got the confidence to do a free squat quite yet. But it'll come. I mean, if I can deadlift 405 for 10, I'm sure I could free squat 135. It's just mental. So, mental. If I could free squat 135 for like 4 sets of 10, I would be happier than a pig in shit. Decent depth, like deeper than Lenny. If I could squat 135 for 10 or 12 real nice reps deeper than Lenny, I would call it a 100% comeback. Success. What about leg press? I haven't, since my surgery, I haven't gone above 4 plates on each side. I'm sure I could. The strength is there. Just don't see the point. I mean, if I'm afraid to squat 135 without a box, I don't think I have any business leg pressing more than 4 plates. It's just stupid. I don't want to be that guy who can leg press 10 plates on each side, but only squats 2 1/4. And every gym has one. Don't be that guy. Jay, your thoughts on Instagram foot fetish girls who support communism? They need to be spanked and butt fucked and then pissed on. In that order. Is that a Freightliner Cascadia? Yeah, I guess so. There's so many Freightliner Cascadias, you can't really narrow me down by that. I want to start a charity called Jay's Homeless Drunk Truckers. Give all the money to Lenny. Lenny needs a kick in the ass. He needs, how long has Lenny been separated from the hospital? What, goddamn close to 3 years now? I remember I told fucking Lenny, go to Costco and apply at Costco. You could get midnight shift, fucking doing warehouse work, pulling pallets out onto the floor. You don't have to deal with any people, Shit, Costco pays people like that like $18 an hour. But Lenny didn't listen to me. Lenny went and got that bouncer job. Now Lenny has no job. I wish Lenny would have just listened to me. He would have been good working at Costco. Lenny could have worked at Costco for fucking 20 more years. That's where Lenny needs to go, is Costco. He's a natural born pallet puller. He's got the frame for pumping up the jack and pulling. No one wants to listen to you, bully. I know. No one wants to listen to me. It's because I've made so many mistakes in my own life. But that's why I'm smart. I've made fucking just about every mistake you can make. Except I've never been divorced and I've never gotten burned for child support. Two things that, divorce won't necessarily ruin your life. And child support won't necessarily ruin your life if you're fucking filthy rich, loaded, and you don't give a fuck. But your average working class man, child support will ruin your fucking life. We've all got friends that pay child support, and they're fucking miserable. I remember a few lives ago, I said, whenever people talk about child support, they always end their sentence with "but." Whenever they talk about their kids, how much they love their kids, they always talk about, how miserable they are, how they got fucked over, they lost everything. But I'm glad I have my kids. Well, Jesus Christ. It's almost like they feel guilty to talking all that shit. So they got through that "but" in there. I love my kids, or I wouldn't trade my kids for the world. Yeah, you would. You'd love to get out of those child support payments. Your fucking ex-wife, she's got a job. Her new boyfriend that's living in your old house, he's got a job. And they're partying on your child support money. Yeah, there's no bigger tool in the world than the guy that got tricked into fucking child support. You're almost better off staying in a bad marriage till your kids turn 18 and then filing on the whore. Dale is a good example. We don't know what's going on with Dale. Has Dale admitted to being separated? It's cheaper to keep her. You're goddamn right. You can easily spend, and I'm not even talking, well, in Florida, it's based on a formula, what you pay. And it is easy to pay $200,000 over 18 years in child support per child. My numbers might not be perfect, but I guarantee you can pay 80 grand or 200 grand for a kid in Florida. Not even making 100 grand. I bet making, let's say, 80 grand a year, you'd wind up paying about 180 grand in child support over 18 years. Or let's say you got divorced when she was 3, over 15 years. Making 80 grand a year, you could spend 180 grand total over 15 years of child support. Child support is more like booze money or a tattoo fund. You're 100% correct. Who said I'm using Brad's salary? No, I'm actually using a friend of mine who made like 80 grand. And he caught his wife cheating. And they were separated for a little while. And his kid was like, I don't know, 3 or 4, like the example I just gave. And he's like, dude, his wife moved out and went and got an apartment. And they started hanging out a little bit. He's like, yeah, dude, I'm letting her move back in. I did the math. Getting a divorce is going to cost me 180 grand fucking child support by the time I'm done. I'd rather fucking live with the bitch and spend that 180 grand the way I want. So it depends how cold you are. If you're a cold-hearted motherfucker that doesn't want to part with that 180 grand and you'd rather live with a cunt that cheated on you, God bless you. You're a businessman. You're going to go far in life. Some of you guys are weak and you'd be like, fuck her, man. I'm a tough guy. I'll pay the money. I'll pay anything to get that bitch out of my life. It's really personal preference, but either way, it's a bad situation. Taking a woman into your life is a liability. I don't know, like, you guys know accounting, how there's right and left side to the ledger? You've got assets, you've got liabilities. Now, you would think having a steady piece of pussy is an asset. Not so fast, my friends. It gets put on the other side of the ledger. It's a liability. Pussy is going to cost you money. Pussy is not an asset. Having pussy is a liability, not an asset. That's a great J Masters quote right there. Any of you guys that have taken a basic accounting class know exactly what I'm talking about with the right and left side of the ledger. Assets on one side, liabilities on the other. Pussy ain't no asset. Pussy is a liability. Pussy is almost like One thing that really fucked me up with accounting is actually, you know what? I might take back what I just said because I'm thinking about insurance. When you do accounting for a business, insurance, you'd think insurance is a liability because you pay for it. It's an expense. But actually, when you do accounting, insurance is actually an asset because it's prepaid. Okay? Your insurance is actually worth something because it's prepaid. It's actually not a bill you get later. You prepay insurance. So insurance, when you do accounting, is actually an asset. That's almost like pussy. That's almost like pussy. You're paying for it, but for some fucked up reason, it gets counted as an asset. If that makes sense. Maybe a fleshlight is better. Yeah, I'll tell you what, guys. You want if any of you guys are aspiring bodybuilders, just kill your sex drive with tons of drugs. Make your life simple. I'm telling you, women will just complicate everything. The bedroom accountant. I fucking hated accounting. Absolutely hated it. But you know what? I still learned something from something I hated. I took one accounting class in college, and I fucking hated it. But I still learned something. Like, if I would have never taken that class, I wouldn't know that insurance is actually listed under asset. How companies get to, write off their depreciation. I did learn a few things, but I still hated it. You gotta be a different kind of cat to fucking dig accounting. Um, and I'm not saying that in a bad way. You just got to be a different kind of dude. I mean, if you really get off on that kind of shit and you're good at it, God bless you. Um, like Joe Pesci in Lethal Weapon 3. Or was that Lethal Weapon 2? Remember he was an accountant to the mob? He was hysterical in that. Being alone is so much better. No, being alone kind of sucks. I'll tell you what. The older you get, the tougher it becomes to make really good friends. Let's take me for an example. Um, I've had really good friends from my neighborhood that I grew up with my whole life because I basically lived in the same house, kindergarten through 12th grade. Um, then I got college friends, and then I got some friends from where I had my deer hunting property up in northern Michigan. Um, then I got Florida friends. So I got like best friends from different eras. Like right now, my best friends are Brad, Lenny, and Andrew. Not particularly in that order. Um, and it becomes harder and harder the older you get. Like, I'm very lucky to have three real good friends like Brad, Andrew, and Lenny. Like, I'm 51 years old. A lot of guys my age, if they don't live where they grew up or still hang out with their college buddies, they don't even have any friends anymore. and I got three really good friends. So I need to, it's good that I fucking am saying this because it's good. It makes you humble. Like when I talk shit about Brad, you know, maybe I should not do that. I don't talk shit about Lenny anymore, and I don't think I've ever talked shit about Andrew. Maybe once or twice, but when you get older, if you get some good friends, you're a lucky motherfucker because most people don't make friends later in life. Um, they're still hanging out with their fucking high school buddies or their college buddies. Um, some people it becomes tough. You might have had 10, 12 guys in high school that you palled around with all the time. Dude, in your 40s and 50s, you don't have 10 or 12 guys you pal around with. Oh, someone just said something. Insurance expense is only an asset if you prepay it. If not, it's a liability. Okay, yeah. That's what I said, prepaid insurance. But most insurance, like every insurance I've ever paid is prepaid. I mean, I don't own a car, but when I did, it's prepaid insurance. Um, Homeowners insurance is prepaid. Renters insurance is prepaid. I've never owned a business, so I don't know much about business insurance. Stephen P. Everyone should try to own land. You will always have somewhere to go. If it burns down, you can just rebuild. I agree with that. A lot of you guys make fun of me because I talk about how buying a house is like a white trash fucking savings account because after you take away the fucking interest you pay on the loan, the taxes, and the insurance, you really don't make a profit. Um, it's like a savings account. It's not an investment. Um, but no, buying land, hell yeah. Like being a trucker, I've thought about it big time. I could just buy a lot. If I just bought a gravel lot that had a fence around it, big enough to park an 18-wheeler, that had an electric pole, somewhere where I could just pull my rig in and lock the fucking gate and have electricity and maybe water and maybe sewer, and definitely if I retire in an RV like I'm planning on doing, I am going to buy a lot. And I mean, I say a gravel lot, but obviously in a perfect world, you would want some trees and some grass. But I mean, if you think about it, if you own an RV, what do you need? Electricity, water. Having septic would be cool because then you wouldn't have to drive somewhere to dump your waste. And you wouldn't even have to build a house. You could just build like a real one of those tall carports that's tall enough to fucking back an RV under. You build a carport that's tall enough for an RV or a semi-truck, have a power pole right there, have a well, and maybe even hook up to septic or sewer, whatever. Yeah, that's a good idea, buying land, but not necessarily buying a house. Like I thought about that. Like if I retire in an RV, I wouldn't even mind owning two patches of grass to park my RV. One for summer, one for winter. You know, and maybe having. You don't really need septic technically, but it would be nice. But if you got county utilities, generally, like if you can get water and electricity, generally sewer is going to be available. Or it depends if you're out in the country, you do it and you're drilling a well, you can always have a septic field. The main thing is getting power. Another thing I thought about building a carport for the RV is you can put solar panels on the roof of the fucking carport. That way you can charge the batteries in the RV with solar. But work than it's worth. If you got rooftop air conditioning in your RV, so you don't need to use the engine, you might as well just plug into some 110 current. But yeah, I've thought about buying fucking a small gravel lot, just big enough to pull in an 18-wheeler and turn around. That's all I need. Or shit, an old gas station. I could buy an old gas station. You see those old gas stations all the time where they ripped out the pumps because they're the soil's contaminated from leaking tanks. You can fucking buy those properties for a song. I thought about buying an old gas station like that and turning it into an indoor-outdoor. Because if it had a mechanic's garage with a bay door, you could do both indoor-outdoor, powerlifting and CrossFit gym, and Olympic lifting, whatever. But how cool would that be? Big J's garage. Buy an old gas station, turn it into an indoor-outdoor gym. When we're done lifting, everybody pull in their fucking hot rods. We're doing one. You got a 900-pound squat and a 9-second fucking Camaro? The Big J's is the place to be. Genova's Museum. You build those small CrossFit powerlifting gyms. More people can work out there than you'd think. And I'll tell you what, if you were to buy an old gas station with two garage doors, two bays, and in the shaded area where the pumps used to be, you put a cyclone fence around that so no one would walk off with your strongman equipment like the tires and all that shit. You do a gas station gym and you set it up for powerlifting, strongman, and CrossFit. You really would only need a couple of machines and someone could do bodybuilding there. Like, if you had a fully set up powerlifting, CrossFit, strongman gym, what machines would you need? You would need a leg press. You would need a hack squat. I would think about some hammer strength back machines and maybe some hammer strength pressing machines. Other than that, you're good to go, brah. You don't need a lot of space. If you do a fucking strongman powerlifting CrossFit gym, because you got all those power racks, and people can just create their own exercises. You only need all that goddamn mega space for cookie cutter gym. I could build a goddamn gas station gym with a fenced off area around the pumps that was shaded, and then two gate doors where the mechanics used to work on cars, and I could make it work, brah. Thoughts on the Dodge Viper? I think that's an evil, evil machine. Dodge Viper is a pretty cool car. I don't think I'd ever get one, even though I like the idea of having a V10. I think if I was going to buy a real fast Mopar, I'd much rather have a Hellcat fucking Challenger. Mommy's powerlifting and CrossFit gym. Yeah, I'm not a CrossFit guy, obviously. I'm fat, but you include CrossFit for two reasons. One, all those bars, all those Olympic lifting bars, and all those bumper plates, and all those deadlifting platforms, and all those goddamn power racks, people can do so much different shit in a CrossFit gym, and then you got the CrossFitters that are going to help you pay your bills. So it's like killing two birds with one stone, including CrossFit in your business plan to open a gym. Including CrossFit brings in revenue, which is nice, unless you're independently wealthy. But also, what you need to equip a CrossFit gym, basically lifting and strongman gym, and call it a fucking CrossFit gym. If you got power racks and strongman equipment, you got a CrossFit gym. Vipers are extremely unreliable. I don't know what that means. I think they discontinued the Viper. Goiter Sports. That's going to be the name of my gym, my gas station gym. Goiter Sports. Someone just asked where I met Lenny. I met Lenny at the Old World Gym in Delray. I already covered the devil guy. You're going to have to watch the video later. I'm not going to talk about shit I already talked about in the beginning of this live stream. Let's talk about Big Daddy Cool Diesel then. From my understanding, wasn't that a pro wrestler in the 80s? Oh my God. You guys should have seen these two young North Carolina hillbillies just drove by me. They just came up here to the truck stop to put fuel in their fucking little dirt bikes. These kids are obviously like, they look like they're about ninth or 10th grade, and they were riding fucking 80cc two-strokers like something Dale would ride. They were way too big for these bikes. Funny as fuck. Thoughts on Trump sabotaging U.S. Postal Service so he can win the election? Trump doesn't need to sabotage shit. Trump has got a businessman in charge of the United States Postal Service to try and save Brad's job. Because the post office is fucked. They lose billions of dollars. Jay, we need to get you a Charles Woodson jersey. Ooh. Charles Woodson is the greatest college football player of all time. And he was a pretty good NFL athlete as well. I know Sir Charles played for the Raiders. And he retired a Raider. Didn't they sign him for a one-year deal or something like that so he could retire a Raider? Where did Sir Charles go in between? Did he go to the Packers? Charles Woodson was a bad man. I don't know if won a ring with the Packers. Okay, cool. Shit, and one of Michigan's other Heisman Trophy winners, Desmond Howard. He was, I believe, Desmond Howard of the University of Michigan, also a Heisman Trophy winner, was a Super Bowl MVP, maybe? Didn't Desmond Howard get a Super Bowl MVP? He scored like 3 touchdowns or some shit. Desmond's the man. Desmond, you know how they say black don't crack? How older black people can still look young as fuck? Dude, Desmond Howard still looks like he could fucking suit up for the Wolverines. That motherfucker don't age. $500 Tren, 500 Test, 300 Deca. Dude, if you're doing Tren and Deca in the same cycle, don't count on your dick working. Those are both NOR 19 derivatives. Favorite NFL team? Detroit Lions, bitch. Black don't crack. Oh. Yeah, if you got heart issues, I would do Tren and Anadrol. Thoughts on Calvin Johnson retiring early? He played for the Lions, bro. Look what they did to Barry Sanders. You know, Calvin Johnson had real fucked up feet from people landing on them with cleats all the time. Um, Imagine being a guy like Calvin Johnson, whatever, like a 36-inch vertical leap. So every DB that's been ever played against you your whole life has been jumping up in the air to try and get the ball, and then wearing football cleats, he comes down on your feet. That was Calvin Johnson's problem. His feet were so fucked up from people in cleats landing on his feet. The guy was in extreme pain every day, all the time. Thoughts on Genova retiring from bodybuilding early? I think Genova's got a comeback in him. Thoughts on Big Swole faking his death? That's not right, brah. I haven't heard anything about Chef Crackhead lately. Jay, thoughts on Tupac? Fuck Tupac. I'm a Biggie Smalls guy. Jay, in your prime, were you stronger than Lenny? Technically, Lenny and I have the exact same bench press in competition. That day Kalura did 650, Lenny did 500, and that's the most I've ever done in competition. So technically, in the bench press, me and Lenny are dead equal. My man, too, Biggie was king. Yeah, dude, you guys can spot off all your racist bullshit, but if you really sit down and listen to the Notorious B.I.G., his fucking rhymes are fucking crazy fucking good. And you gotta respect talent, no matter a person's color. Otherwise, you're a racist. And Biggie is so fucking good at what he does. I have to acknowledge his talent. If I said, "Oh, rap is bullshit. That shit sucks," and I just was some cranky old man about it, I would be a racist. No, Notorious B.I.G. is for what he did. He was the best at what he did. And that's what I've been trying to tell you guys. Whatever you do, be the best at it. You play to win the game. Biggie played to win the game. Right? Biggie's rhymes are fucking sick. Anybody who listens to Biggie's rhymes and doesn't, even if they don't like rap music, if they don't admit and say, well, God, this guy's good, they're just being fucking ignorant or racist. Biggie J. That's funny. Yeah, I'm not a rap guy at all. But dude, for, for me to say Biggie Smalls sucks, that's fucking ignorant. The guy was good at what he did. Now, I may not be a fan of what he did, but I can open my mind and understand that he's way better than the people he's competing against. Okay? Like, the people he's competing against aren't even close. Thoughts on reggae music? Reggae is okay, but the thing I don't like about reggae is you you're if you like try and like be a cookie cutter and like hang out and like look reggae and act reggae, you're a complete fucking cookie cutter, and you're pandering people, black racists that fucking hate you and would slit your throat and take your fucking wallet. I mean, Rastafarians are the most anti-white people on the planet. The Police are great, and they are sort of reggae. Eh. Roxanne, you don't have to put on the red light. Roxanne is one of the best songs of all time. Top three songs? Dude, come on. That's impossible. Favorite Japanese car? Uh, you've obviously never listened to this channel before, because everybody that knows me knows I love the Acura NSX. I'm amazed by the, and not only is that my favorite Japanese car, that's my favorite hybrid car. Not only is that my favorite Japanese and hybrid car, it's my favorite all-wheel drive car. The Acura NSX is an engineering marvel. Now, I'm a hot rodder by nature, because I grew up in the Detroit suburbs, and when we were young white trash kids, Everything we bought, we tried to make faster. To me, the ultimate challenge is how the fuck do you make an Acura NSX faster? See, I don't keep up with what the tuners are doing to the Acura NSX. So I'm sure they figured that car out by now. And I don't know the answer. So I'm not going to look at what you guys are saying. Because do you build the gas engine? Like, would you put a turbo on the gas engine, or would you build the electric motors? And the Acura NSX has 3 electric motors, one on each front hub, and then one on the back axle. So the Acura NSX is a naturally aspirated V6, which is pretty fucking rowdy. And then it's got an electric motor on each front hub, and then an electric motor on the back axle. So it just seems like a nightmare because everything is computer controlled. Like it just seems like, how would you make that car faster or quicker in the quarter mile, let's say, without that computer like completely going fucking haywire, wondering what in the fuck is going on? It seems to me like it almost be fucking easier to put some bigger electric motors on the thing, or a turbo on the gas motor, or both. So I don't know. I'm just guessing. Ugh. Oh, Jesus Christ. I got 2 open beers. Oh, I must be buzzed. Is the Tundra the most reliable full-size truck? I don't know, but it's a good truck. Ugh. I wouldn't get a Jap truck if I was a V guy. But if I get a truck, it's probably going to be a diesel. And the best diesel right now in the pickup truck segment is the Cummins, and that's only available in the Ram. So, show us your 45 heat. Yeah. How many firearms do you own? Wow. About 10. Here's Bronze. What's up, brother? I I think they should bring some of that accurate NSX technology to truck driving. Imagine if trucks, if you put an electric motor on each front hub, how much better and safer they would be in the wintertime. That would be incredible. Not to mention with the if you made semi trucks hybrids, you would have to add batteries, and adding battery weight would be even better for wintertime conditions. Just a thought. No, I don't go to Canada. I don't have a passport, brah. Big J is never going to apply for a passport. I don't need a passport. I don't want a passport. So for me to get a passport when I don't need or want one would be stupid. All it's going to do is put me on some goddamn government watch list. I love America. I won't even go to Alaska or fucking Hawaii right now. I am a continental 48 state guy. Kind of like how like growing up in Queens, you were a John Gotti guy. You know what I mean? Same thing. Can't take your gun with you. Why can't you take your gun to Alaska, brah? If you drive or fly to Alaska, you can take your gun. But I have no reason to go to Alaska. For people that want to see Alaska, God bless you. Go. I don't need to see Alaska. I've been in just about every state in the Union. I haven't been to Vermont. I haven't been to North Dakota. And I haven't been to Rhode Island. So I think that's it, brah. 48 continental states. I'm missing 3. I've been to 45. I've been to 45 states. I'm good, brah. I've seen it all. I love it all. It's not like, going to Alaska or Hawaii is not on my bucket list. I don't care that they're one of our 50 states because I got people that go there for me. You know what I mean? Like you guys. You know what I mean? You guys can go to Alaska or Hawaii and say, Jay, I just got back from Hawaii. It was awesome. Or Jay, I just got back from Alaska. I got fucked by a grizzly bear. It was great. That's good enough for me, man. Thoughts on Emma? I'd like to get a foot job from Emma. Jay, what do you think of Dirty Harry films? They're pretty awesome. Um, Definitely watchable. Definitely cult classics. I'll tell you, if you like movies like that, um, even though he's a scumbag, Robert De Niro in Taxi Driver, the movie Taxi Driver, um, is incredible. And I hate Bobby De Niro. I think he's a little fucking fag. Um, but watching Taxi Driver changed my opinion, or didn't change my opinion, basically forged my opinion of what handguns to buy. And and I regret some of the selections I made, um, after because I bought a 380, I bought a 9 millimeter, I bought a 44 mag, and I bought a 38. I bought all the same guns, not the same brands, but I did pretty much what Travis Bickle did in the movie fucking Taxi Driver. I mean, I got more guns than that. Basically, I started my I started out with a shotgun. That was my first gun. And then I got a deer rifle. But when I started collecting handguns, I basically went full fucking Taxi Driver and went and got a 380, a 44 mag, a 9 mil, and a 38 special. And it's pretty much a solid theory, but I think with if I could do it all over again, I would do it a little different. Like I think 380s are fucking complete junk and garbage. I'm 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 actually looking at 357 compacts, little 5 shots with no hammers, um, to replace my 380. But I still got my 44, which I love. I still got my Glock 9. And then what's the other one from Taxi Driver? Uh, 9 millimeter. Oh, 38. Well, the 38 becomes obsolete if you replace the 380 with a 357. Yeah, see. 380 is one of the worst guns ever invented. It doesn't have enough gunpowder to even cycle the action. .357 8-shot Ruger is my favorite handgun. Um, Bro, you're talking to a Ruger guy here. I happen to own a Ruger Super Red Hawk 44 mag with a 9 3/4 inch barrel. I mean, it's basically a hand cannon. Um, but what I've been looking at is I've been looking for his little brother, like Dale. I got Big Lenny. I'm looking for Dale, and what I like is the little Ruger GP 101. They make a little 5-shot 357 with a 2.25-inch barrel, and it's hammerless, meaning you can't pull it back. You just got to pull the trigger. That's my next gun. Is then when it comes to Rugers, I got Lenny and I got Dale. I got the 44 mag with the 9.75-inch barrel. Then I got Dale 357 2.25-inch barrel. Both will kill you. Lenny and Dale. Some of you guys are perverted. Why are you guys talking about Valerie's feet? That's disgusting. It pissed me. I heard Adam's kids can't play sports. I need a smoke. A little malt beverage on a Monday night never hurt anyone. Black women or Latin women? I don't understand the question. If you're asking about smell, black women smell much worse. Ask Odin for 6. Odin, my leader. Yes, Odin, I have been a good Viking warrior. I deserve some tobacco. What's Ray and Nephew? I forget. Heard of it. Thought that was whiskey, isn't it? Where's Odin with those smokes? Oh, done. I got a colored guy parked next to me. He probably smokes. I've been doing cocaine in a saline solution in my eye because I heard it's undetectable in a drug test. Hits your brain in like 3.47 seconds. Jay, have you ever done Adderall? Yeah, on a cruise. Adderall's fun, but Jay, what is your opinion of Andrew Kalura? He's a very nice man. Um, I think he turned to Christ because he feels guilty about his homosexuality. And he really just wants to be left alone. Swimming in Lake Crestova? It's a good account. The fucking eyes are just trash. Antibacterial wipes. Jay, what's your favorite trucker song? Um, I would have to say Convoy. Um, or by C.W. McCall. Or Eastbound and Down by Jerry Reed. Or Freebird by Leonard Skinnard. Sweet Home Alabama by Leonard Skinnard. Project Gotham Racing too. I forgot about Bobby and the Key by Janice. That's a good truck driving song, but it's not one of my favorites. The question was, what are some of my favorites? What's your inner demons? I guys, short guys like Dale in 5 liter Mustangs taking over the world. That's my innermost demon. I don't know anything about Dale's marriage. I made a joke about Dale buying all those toys because he must be separated. Um, and I had no inside information. I swear to God, I made that comment just on my gut instinct. And I have no outside information to back it up. But I'm not backing down either. Dale's been a good sport. I don't have a problem with Dale. If Dale's got problems with his marriage, you know what? I'm not rooting against Dale. I like Dale. You guys can fucking use this clip. I like Dale. Dale's a good guy. Dale is a friend of the Misfits. Dale just has bad taste in motorcycles and Mustangs. Dale has Napoleon disease. Like, Dale's got a thicker skin than McCuck. He gets it. No. Saying Dale's got a thick skin is like saying a rattlesnake's got a thick skin. Shit. Dale did a fucking video talking about his wife shooting me. Check yourself, son. But that was 2 years ago. Bygones be bygones. Oh. Here's the difference between Dale and McCuck. If I would have posted a video about Dale not fucking spending enough time teaching his kid how to field ground balls and play some good baseball and be able to turn a good double play and get a good double out for his fucking team. Dale wouldn't have a problem with that because Dale's not a pussy. That's the difference between Dale and McCuck. What I said about baseball was not bad. Dale wouldn't have had a fucking problem in the fucking world about it. When me and Dale were feuding, if I would said, Dale, you need to go out in the backyard and teach your son how to field some ground balls and turn a double play. Dale wouldn't have had a problem with that in a million fucking years. McCuck has turned into a next level pussy. Like you in Vegas with PJ? What the fuck are you talking about? You're a moron. PJ Braun is a fucking millionaire, and I got him right where I want him. He's a nice guy, a good guy. He considers me a friend. Why the fuck would I want to fucking fight PJ Braun? Are you fucking stupid? Use your fucking head for a second. Why would I want to fight PJ Braun? So I could look like a bully beating up on a washed up bodybuilder? I mean, come on, stop. It's nicer to it's better for politics to stop feuds and become friends with people. And then network. And then make friends, and my friends become your friends. Hey man, you got a smoke? Hey, you got any cigarettes? You got a smoke? You guys question me. I'm not begging for smokes. I got money, brother. One of the things about smoking and drinking is you don't want to buy a whole pack. You know what I'm saying? You buy a whole pack, you smoke the whole fucking pack. I don't know, but you guys, you know, you guys that are 180 pounds that might bench 2 1/4, you guys are experts on health. You guys don't drink, you don't smoke, you take your whey protein. Fuck. Ain't nothing goddamn wrong with having a goddamn menthol cigarette if you've had a few goddamn beers. Do you even inhale? Yeah, I got a buzz. I got a buzz out just that much of a cigarette. I got a buzz. That's because I don't smoke every fucking day, you assholes. If you only smoke when you drink, it's not a bad thing. It's a positive. When you smoke too much, it's a negative. If you have a couple cigarettes and and you wind up drinking less because you get buzzed, that's a good thing. You guys need to learn. You faggots, I shouldn't say that word. I take that back. Faggot's a bad word. Um, you guys that are metrosexual, that are so anti-tobacco because you're so afraid of what liberal women are going to think of you. You're going to stay a fucking beta male. To become a true alpha, if you get a couple beers in you and you crave a fucking smoke, you have a fucking smoke. And anyone who doesn't want to be around you, that's their choice, their loss. Because you are the Mac Daddy in the room. And betas that don't want to be around you, they run. I'm not alpha. Okay. I'm just a little beta male. I may be a mama's boy because I'm an only child. My dad died when I was 10, and I was raised by a single mom. I guarantee you I'm an alpha male. Do you think my best friends would be Big Lenny, Big Brad Wolf, and fucking Prince Andrew if I wasn't a fucking alpha male? Enough said. Does Prince Andrew do tobacco? No. Does Lenny do tobacco? No. Does Big Brad Wolf do tobacco? Yes. Does Big Brad Wolf smoke cigarettes every day? No, he doesn't. But Big Brad Wolf is alpha as fuck, even though he's small. Big Brad Wolf is so fucking alpha, trapped in a beta body, but that's not his fault. He's got a big head. And if you look at Hollywood and head size, you'll realize that most of the alpha males in Hollywood have a big head. Clint Eastwood has a huge head. See, I'm buzzed as fuck off one cigarette because I don't smoke. And you guys might laugh. Oh, Big J just said he doesn't smoke. No, I don't smoke. Ask a smoker if they get a buzz off a cigarette. They'll say, no, I don't get a buzz. Did I have a cigarette yesterday? No. Hell no. Did I have some cigarettes Saturday? Yes, plenty. Did I buy a pack on Saturday? No. I mooched every single one of them. Now, some of you pussies are going to be like, oh, you don't have the money to buy your own cigarettes. Dude, buying cigarettes is almost a beta move. But sometimes it's necessary. Like a real alpha male will just get buzzed, and then when he wants a cigarette, he'll find other smokers and then bum one. That's what we do. Fuck. If I was at the bar and a guy had a chew, I'll do a dip of some Copenhagen. Fuck. Do I buy dip? Hell no. I haven't bought chewing tobacco since probably the 9th grade. But if I'm desperate and I'm at the bar and I'm drunk, will I bum a dip off someone? Hell yeah. Nothing wrong with that. Pro-Trump Hollywood people are being blacklisted? I don't think so. Other Hollywood males that I consider alphas, like Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson is one of my heroes, and he's got a huge head, just like Clint Eastwood. Jay, I want you to marry my sister. She's 25, blonde, Romanian. Well, if she was 35 and a brunette, I'd be interested. Getting loud around here. Time for Big J to. I had my windows down. Now it's time for Big J to go air conditioning. Yeah, I love those Eastern European women. Whoever said you got a Romanian sister, I let the cat out of the bag that I like those fucking Eastern European women. What, 2 lives ago? I do like Romanian women. Um, is Transylvania a real country? I'd like to find a real, like a vampire bitch who's got like a CrossFit body, blonde hair, black hair, with a widow's peak, like Eddie Munster, pale skin, just a ripped CrossFit body, like the bride of Dracula. That would be the ultimate bride of J Masters. Just a dark-eyed brunette, bride of Dracula, Eastern European bitch. The bride of J Masters. With that Eastern European accent. Who can clean and jerk more than most you faggots. Oh, sorry, I said faggot. I take that back. Most you metrosexuals. Yeah, Dracula is based on Vlad the Impaler, right? Who who's a sadist. I'm not a sadist, but I do like spanking broads. But in my defense, who doesn't like the idea of a chick stripping off her clothes and laying her hard body across your lap and asking for a spanking? See, I'm not into that bondage S&M shit where women need to be tied up and no. You want a woman who put her pull her fucking panties down to her knees or her ankles, whatever turns you on, and lay across your lap and say, "Daddy, I need a spanking." I'm not into tying bitches up. I'm not into whips and chains. But if a bitch willingly submits and pulls her panties down and lays across your lap and says, "Daddy, I need a spanking," I'm in. There's nothing wrong with a chick that likes a good old-fashioned over-the-knee spanking before you sexually destroy her. And then likes cum, like whether remember, cum should never be wasted. That's one of my basic tenets. Is it should be swallowed. It should be put in her pussy or her asshole. Clean up, Jay. Eh, I've watched cuckold porn, and I've jerked off to cuckold porn. I just don't see myself doing it. Now, I wouldn't mind having a girlfriend that was so submissive. Um, I could take her to a sex club and I could have her gangbanged in front of me and my friends while we had a nice glass of cognac and maybe a good Cuban cigar, and we watch, you know, you know, people fucking treat her like a whore. That's a good girlfriend. That doesn't mean I'm gonna lick her clean. See, to become a true alpha male, you have to not care about another man fucking your woman. You just want to be in control of it and sit back with a cigar and a nice glass of fucking cognac and sipping cognac and maybe toast your friends like, and yeah, look at that whore. That's my That's the true identity of an alpha male. When you get real possessive and jealous, you don't want anybody to fuck your one. That that's almost as bad as being a cuck. When you're a tough guy that wants to fight everybody that fucks your girlfriend. No, you want everybody to fuck your girlfriend, but you want it to be on your terms, and only when she's been a nasty, disobedient bitch, and you make her fuck or suck cock as discipline. And she's so obedient to her master, she sees it as punishment. That's when you've achieved perfection in a relationship. When when you when you can use your woman as a gangbang whore and she views it as discipline. You got to free your mind of the jealousy. Yeah. See, there's a difference between whoring out your girlfriend and being a cuckold. See, like a guy like Nate, it drives him crazy that someone else fucked his girlfriend. Whereas if you're a man, you want to be in control. Be like, you know what? I'm fucking sick of your shit. I want you to suck these guys' cocks. And you treat her like a piece of meat and make her suck cock. And then she comes groveling back to you. Like, baby, I'm sorry. I'll be a good girlfriend. Then you've achieved true enlightenment. Stop treating these women like they're precious and they need to stay pure. Look at how guys in motorcycle clubs, look at the way bikers treat their women. When their women misbehave, they get gangbanged at the motorcycle clubhouse. That's how they discipline their women. They get fucked by everybody. To me, that's the ultimate alpha male. Is a biker who cares so little about his woman that when she's being a bitch, he fucking lets all his friends fuck her to humiliate her. See, that's the opposite of cuckolding. Because you don't care. You're like, you know what? You want to be a bitch? Well, we're going to treat you like a bitch. You're going to fuck every guy here tonight. That's the way relationships should be run. Because you're not emotionally attached. You may really like the girl. You might even love her. But you know what? You want to be a whore? You want to be a bitch? I'm going to make you fuck that fat guy, that black guy, things that are disgusting to you. No. Mind blowing. Favorite Mad Max film? I, I would have to say, is it the original Mad Max where he talks about his car, how it has a 7.5 liter with phase 4 heads? Or does he call it a 455? I'm not sure. It's been so long since I've seen it. But in Australia, they used to call the Super Duty Pontiac engines, they used to call them phase 4. Yeah, that scene where he talks about phase 4 heads, he's talking about a Pontiac Super Duty 455. Biggest regrets in life. My biggest regrets in life were as a young guy, I treated the sluts shitty. And I should have been a better man, and I should have been nice to the sluts instead of being like a cookie cutter and joined in and like making fun of girls that suck people's cocks or fuck people that weren't their boyfriends. I was a cookie cutter as a young man, and I made fun of sluts. I would never do that if I went back in life. I would have made friends with every single chick who was a slut. Now, I'm not saying I would have fell in love with her, but I would have made friends with her. As a young man, I would never make fun of a chick who's a slut. And I'm not saying I would be a white knight and like Nate and stick up for them, but I would make friends with them. I'd be like, you know what, baby? I don't know why you're taking this abuse. For if you hang out with me and my boys, we'll take care of you. We'll be nice to you. That's what I would do different. Because chicks are dirty whores. And the best way to not get laid is to make fun of a chick that has fucked all your friends. I mean, come on. Think about it. This chick, I don't care how old you are, if you're in college or high school, whatever. This chick is fucking everybody but you. And then you're that guy that's like making fun of her, like making jokes about her, trying to trash her reputation. That left you being the guy that still hasn't fucked her. See how genius you are? Now, if you were just nice to Lade all the time, that's what I would do over in my life. Every chick in my high school or college that got made fun of for being a fucking whore, I would be like, baby, I'm really sorry they're being nasty to you. And then I probably could have got laid fucking 100 more times if I would have just been nice. That doesn't make you a white knight. That doesn't make you a cuckold. It just makes you not an asshole. Because if a chick's not cheating on you, why do you care? That's my biggest regret in life. Well, sexually, is being mean to sluts. Are you going to cry? I cry all the time, you asshole. I listen to songs on the radio and cry because I'm a human being, not some cookie cutter that fucking listens to stereotypes and men don't cry. Men cry, asshole. Do you ever worry about your drinking? Yeah, every day. Every fucking day I worry about my drinking. Men cry, alpha males weep. Um, that's pretty profound, bro. Yeah. Like, crying has nothing to do with your masculinity. Like, I can watch a video about a puppy and cry. Fuck. I can watch a video about a starving child and cry. Is that called weeping? I guess it's weeping. But I, my point is, cookie cutters hide their emotions. Um, and men, we really don't care. Like if I break down and cry, and my friends make fun of me, my real friends in real life, I I don't care. They know me. If they want to make fun of me because I'm crying, that's okay. Um, you don't let shit like that bother you, dude. I'm telling you, emotions make you stronger. I think Brad 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 talked about it at last summer at the bench press meet when I did 500, and he said Jay always gets weird like this, and because I was in the warm up room before trying that 500 and I was crying, and Brad doesn't quite get it because Brad is so alpha that he doesn't understand that um, to bench press 500 pounds, um, you need not only brute strength, but you need emotion. And for me, like a song that makes me cry, it can almost make me stronger. And it doesn't even have to be a sad song. Um, like like music that gets me pumped up to lift a heavy fucking bench press can make me cry. And Brad is a great guy. Love Brad. Love his girlfriend. Um, I I I love his girlfriend's kid. So this is no knock on them, but they don't they don't quite get um, what it takes um, to blow up 500 like a fucking animal. Sometimes you gotta cry in the warm up room, and if it takes a song to make you cry, that's what it is. It is what it is. It's a warm up song. Um, you can't sit in a warm up room getting ready to bench press 500 and listen to Metallica nonstop. You got to listen to some fucking songs that make you emotional because those hormones are what are going to make you just an animal on the fucking platform. And dude, I don't need to apologize for this. And anybody that doesn't understand it um, isn't a good lifter anyway. I mean, because if you need to listen to Metallica or any kind of crazy fucking metal like that before every single lift you do, you're probably a meathead and not a real alpha male. Like, I can listen to fucking like I can listen to fucking you know some Red Hot Chili Peppers or some Hootie and the Blowfish and fucking cry and songs that deal with addiction and shit I've been through in my life and I can go up there and blow up fucking 500 with tears in my eyes, because you have to trigger the inner fucking animal. And like that song by Hootie, where, I don't know where she's been. I just went in the back, fucking had a beer, and I cried. Dude, I listened to that song by Hootie. I'm ready to lunch 550. You have to have fucking, I guess you have to have inner anger for some of those songs to trigger you, and where tears will make you stronger. Like, so it's all relative, bruh. You gotta use what you can to you play to win the game. And if it's fucking, if it's fucking Hootie and the Blowfish talking about a junkie girlfriend, but you're playing to win the game, and you get first place, well, then I guess it worked, right? Remember, you play to win the game. Doesn't matter what song you used or if you cried or not. You play to win the game. So, anyway. If you guys don't get that by now, I don't know. Maybe stick around for a while. Maybe see if I can teach you a thing or two. But it, I don't have to apologize for anybody. I'm 51 years old. It is what it is. I need another beer, a smoke. I wish I remembered the name of that song by Hootie that just makes me nuts. Yeah, let her cry. That's it. Let her cry. Dude, you want to see Jay Masters fucking break break a world record? You fucking played Let Her Cry in his ear by Hooting the Blowfish. He's gonna turn into an animal. See, it's all relative, bro. Whatever triggers your fucking inner fucking animal, that's what you need to harvest. So, anyway, I'm out of here. I'm going to get a beer and some smokes. Fuck you guys.